Sandy Says Read, and welcome to the channel. You guys, this afternoon we are filming the September wrap-up. That's what this is, the September wrap-up, and a little bit of an October look ahead. Not a lot of forecasting, but a little bit. All right, I don't even know what today is. Today is the 6th. Let me look. Yeah, okay, today is October 6th. So I'm not jumping on this too quickly, but here we go. I'm going to go through these in date order, I think. I've written them down in not date order, and then I put numbers next to them. So this could be completely discombobulated. This could be a complete mess. Welcome to the mayhem and chaos. And if you guys want more of this mayhem and chaos, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I invite you to click the bell notification icon so that you're notified each time I do mayhem and chaos. Because you guys, there is more stuff happening during the month of October if my house doesn't get blown away in the middle of the week. Yay! All right, let's start. Number one, what happened? Number one, during the month of September, over Labor Day weekend, I wrote the novella Breathless, which I did for the 3-day novel contest, but not really. Let me explain. Over the Labor Day weekend, I always participate in the 3-day novel contest, which is now, or again, it is hosted by Anvil Press out of Canada. What happens is Friday at midnight, you start typing, or like midnight 01, Saturday morning. You start typing and you type for 72 hours. You take little naps in between, and you write a novel, basically. Yeah. So I did that. I wrote the novella. I should have written down my word count because I think it was 14,488 words. But you know, I can't do numbers. So that 488 might have been 448. You get it, okay? It was basically 14,000 some odd words for the novel Breathless. It's done. I did that though because, and should I talk? Oh yeah, I turned it in for a class. We'll talk more about that later. More on that later. Number 2 on my list, let me find number 2, Silver Bells Tour. Okay, so then October 3rd, I think, you guys, September, whatever. It ended on October 3rd. After Labor Day weekend, the review tour for Silver Bells began. Wait, is it behind me here? Yep, Silver Bells. The review tour for Silver Bells began. So every Thursday, a blogger who agreed to read and review the book posted their review. There were 2 each week. If I remember correctly, there were 2 each week that did it, which was really awesome. Some of the reviews were really, really nice. There were 2 reviews that were like, yeah, this was okay. I'm like, oh God. All right. But overall, really a positive experience. I'm very thankful. A couple of the reviewers also posted their reviews on like Amazon. Thank goodness. A couple posted on Goodreads, which is really nice because that's where people find reviews. So that was nice. That happened during September. What's number 3 on the list? Number 3, I participated in the writersweekly.com short story contest, September 14th and 15th. That's where on the 14th at noon Central, the Writers Weekly people posted a prompt and your word count limit, and you start writing a story. So you write your little short story, and then by noon the next day, they have to have received your short story, and then they judge them. This year, this month, the contest, let's see, 875 words was the limit. So it was like flash fiction, basically. So you had to write a short story that was up to 875 words. The prompt was about, gosh, do I remember how, I don't remember how they phrased it, but the prompt was basically you bump something, you run over something in your car and you get out to check on it. So a little bit scary, right? Or if you want it to be scary, but when you get out to check on it, there's like a chill in the air. You're next to a cornfield. There's leaves off of the trees of a forest nearby. So it's cornfield near a forest, and you're supposed to be wearing a light jacket, and so you're chilled. So this was your prompt, okay? You're supposed to, and you use from the prompt what you want to use from the prompt. Have I over-explained that enough? Yeah. So that was number 3 on my list of what happened in September. Oh, where's number 4? Number 4, extreme guilt. Yeah, you guys, the next thing that happened in September was September 26th when Hurricane Helene came ashore. I personally have extreme guilt over the fact that, I mean, the only thing that happened here at my place in Central Florida was like some tree damage. And that was quick and easy to take care of. And I didn't lose my roof. I didn't lose my house. I didn't lose people in my life. I am extremely fortunate. And to see the aftermath of the wind and rain in Georgia and Tennessee and North Carolina and South Carolina, it is, you guys, it is horrifying what is still taking place in like Tennessee and North Carolina. Oh my God. It's horrifying. And I'm just sitting here thanking my lucky stars that I live where I live and that I just got lucky this time. I am very thankful. And also because of the timing and the way the storm was moving past Central Florida on the 26th, Nessa and I canceled the live stream that was supposed to be taking place on the 26th. Yeah, power was flickering here. I never actually like fully lost power during the storm. I'm just north of Tampa. Okay. So I'm perfectly situated for that particular storm. I got very lucky. And so the power fluctuated. So yeah, the live stream would have been a difficulty. We would have had some issues. So it was good that we're rescheduling it. We haven't found the right time to reschedule yet. There are some other things going on. So when we have that date and time for you guys, we'll let you know. Or you could just click the bell notification icon and you'll be notified when it happens. All right. Number 5 on the list. Yeah, I turned in a short story on the 30th. Yeah, I had signed up for a writing workshop retreat that was happening on the first weekend of November. So I had to turn in a short story for that ahead of that retreat. That deadline was October 1. So on the 30th, I turned in my short story for that. And now there's been a hiccup in that giddy up. So that short story, I went ahead and did some more things to it. I mean, it was quite polished anyway for that specific retreat. For the things that were going to be happening at that retreat, that story was so polished, so ready for that. So I just did a couple more things to it, and I submitted it to a short story anthology. We'll know. We should know shortly after the end of October. We should know shortly into November whether or not that'll be accepted. So we'll see. We'll see. Crossing my fingers for that. Is that all that I numbered? Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about books. Since this is a booktube channel for bookish stuff, the books that I read in September, I read The Eyes of the Dragon by Stephen King, and I brought you guys that review already. I read Dreams of Desolation by Miguel Garcia, and I have that one filmed for you guys, but I don't think I've posted it yet. If you click the bell notification icon, you'll be notified when that goes up for you guys. Then I also read the Sherlock Holmes 12 Thefts of Christmas. I read that for not just the clock reading challenge, but also the Christmas reading challenge that I'm doing here for the channel. So I'm going to film that review for you guys, but I haven't decided if I should go ahead and post that review like shortly during the month of October, or if I should wait and post that review in December. You guys let me know. I mean, it's a book that was released in October of 2022. So it's not like brand new. It's not like you guys are probably out there champing at the bit to hear about the 12 Thefts of Christmas. But are you? I mean, let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Do you want me to post that review like as soon as I get it filmed, or would you rather I wait until December and start posting all the Christmas content at once? What do you prefer? Let me know. Because I mean, it's no skin off my back either way. Then let's see what is coming up. Okay, the live stream with Nessa is coming up. We're going to schedule that at some point. We're just, whatever works for her, we'll make it work here on the channel. Then there's a live stream coming up on a channel called Sako and the Moon. That's going to be on October 18th at 5 o'clock. I am going to be there talking about silver bells. So we'll be doing that one on the 18th. In case you haven't heard me talk about it on the channel before, Silver Bells is a Christmas horror story. So talking about it during October is kind of a goal. Next, what's coming up is my reading this month. Okay, you guys, the month of October is going to be a little wacky as far as reading and books goes. Because the class that I turned in the novel Breathless for, yeah, that class requires me to read the other novellas that were turned in. And as far as I can tell, there are 10 of them. So I'm going to be reading 10 novellas that I can't talk to you guys about yet. So yeah, so I'm going to be reading quite a bit this month, just not stuff that I can talk to you guys about. Sorry. So yeah. And so that's what I was going to tell you more about in the novel Breathless. I wrote it over the 3-day novel contest weekend, but I wrote it knowing I was turning it into a class. So I just automatically like disqualified myself from the contest. Yeah. And also I had already thought about it. I had already workshopped the idea with the class. I had already written like up to almost 1,000 words, like up to 1,000 words on the novella. I was disappointed in them. I was frustrated with the characters not listening to me. I was frustrated with the story. So what I did is I took that, I deleted it, and then I emptied the trash. So I couldn't work on it anymore. And I opened a new document for the 3-day novel contest. So I used the spirit of the 3-day novel contest to do it, to treat it like it was something new, to do it like a new novella. And that worked. That made it happen. And it flowed like a river, right? I got it written in the 3 days. It was fabulously done. I wrote it in 2 days because then on the 3rd day, I wrote a short story. Do you guys care about that? I mean, just that's what I did. Okay. That's my reading this month will also be sparse because of the, there's a short story writing battle thing that happens in October, and I've signed up for that. So for a week, we write the short story and then we read each other's stuff as it's paired up with other stories. We don't read our own, obviously. We read other stories that are paired up with other stories, and yeah. So there's going to be a lot of reading happening during the month of October. It's just nothing that I can share with you guys. That's all. You guys, thumbs up for a wacky wrap-up of September and a forecast of October. Thumbs up for all the reading we do that we don't talk to each other about. And you guys, I think that's it. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you've clicked the bell notification icon. That's really the best way to know when the wacky things are going to be happening. But thanks for tuning in.